Hey Collective, welcome back to Pearle Snapp Tarot, make it snappy. Just got a new deck. And since it was, it's called Desert Illuminations, since it's created, I think, here in New Mexico by an artist here in New Mexico. We're gonna use that today, along with our own handmade New Mexico deck and this Oracle deck. Which is also created by a New Mexico artist. So I was just saging down this new deck. I've been using it a little bit, vibing with it. Oh, and another new deck I just got that I'm really vibing with is this Mystical Shaman Oracle. I've really started, wow, getting some messages out of this right away. So maybe we'll pull from this. I don't want to make this reading too long, but I don't even know what it's about yet, but apparently it's about New Mexico, okay? It's about New Mexico, and as usual, it includes some stuff about aliens too, I think, and not, you know, of all kinds. We have people here that don't have U.S. citizenship and that kind of alien, but also the, you know, the Roswell kind, the little green guys, you know, with the big black eyes, them. Okay, so there's a lot of aliens, alien energy here on the ground. Aliens everywhere you turn. Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't know who's one, who isn't. They might not even be aliens. They might just be like people that are like clones or hybrids or something. Yeah, they might be. They might be, or they might be even be, they might even be holograms in the Matrix, some of these people. And especially with all this deep fake video and stuff. We don't know really what's going on. I'm getting a little paranoid. I watched Sam the Illusionist latest video. Oh God, okay. What do we have for our messages, please, for our collective? What's going on in New Mexico? This is about New Mexico, okay? What's going on in New Mexico, please? These cards are hard. They're so big. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay. Apparently some kind of chaos. Yeah. Well, that sounds like it's about par for the course. So we have commitment. These were all upside down. So I'm going to turn them right side up. Commitment. The key. Soul connection. That looks kind of Egyptian. Message. And freedom. Ooh, look at that. That has really strong, heavy ascension energy. This freedom. There's two angels up there at the top with looks like a sun, maybe. And down below, there's a phoenix. That looks like a phoenix. But there's three winged energies there on the freedom card. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. So we have, this is New Mexico. We have some kind of commitment going on. There does seem to be some kind of new commitment that's, has arisen between perhaps the state government and the federal with, or maybe it's commitment to resist them. I don't know which, but the National Guard here is going to be used in partnership with the police in Albuquerque. The governor has said that recently. This might be the key to putting down this crime wave that's been going on for a long time up there in Albuquerque. Okay, so that's the macro. Yeah. Okay, so from the macro, I'm seeing that this is perhaps in the background of this is some kind of soul connection to our extraterrestrial friends. They sent a message. They said, we want to see more of an attitude of freedom in your state. So it's time to clean up this mess that's been going on down there. That's what happened. We had some extraterrestrial friends come. Okay, let's get into this deck, because guess what? The whole Pentacles suit in this deck, it has little green men on it. This is a great deck. I love it. Okay, just love it. But it also is combined with kind of Wild West icons like Billy the Kid and Georgia O'Keeffe and people like that. Okay, so it's great. All right, so we'll just go and we'll pick one on each row here. We'll do one on each row. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. So commitment. What is this commitment? It's a Chariot. So I said there's a new commitment going on to getting this crime thing that's going on here under control. Yeah, this is perhaps law enforcement. I said cooperation with federal law enforcement. Maybe that is what that is. Because we do have Homeland Security, and we have ICE here too in the background. So okay, what else? The key. What's the key here? The key, I have said, was the connection with our extraterrestrial friends who are coming down and perhaps putting the squeeze on somebody in the background. They sent a message of some kind. Whoever got it didn't look too happy about it. They say, you better, okay, this is like straighten up and fly right is what I just got. See these wings? They told him to straighten up and fly right in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. You better straighten up and fly right, okay? We got a lot of angels watching you right now. Ooh, yeah, okay, so the key. This is the wheel of, here's the Wheel of Fortune. The ladies are at the top here, so I take it that the key to all this, the key to, part of the key to us putting down this crime wave in this state is love, okay? That's what I'm getting. Somebody just called for our whole child services program to go into receivership, which means they're calling for it to be put into the hands of a higher like a federal authority, because they're failing so miserably. So, yeah, we need more feminine energy in here to help kids. The Wheel of Fortune has turned on that. Okay, here's the next thing. Soul connection. Okay, here, yeah, look, this is the Pentacles suit, the Seven of Pentacles. Someone has planted the seeds of this, but look, see that right there? Our friends have planted the seeds. Our friends, from our friends, you know, a lot of people think that angels might be the same thing as extraterrestrials, or they could even be some kind of chimeric, you know, beings. They said, straighten up and fly right to all these bad guys here on Earth. They planted the seeds, okay? Seven of Pentacles. These extraterrestrials, friends of ours, that are nearby. They're always nearby in this state. They planted the seeds. Oh, in the 1950s, they planted the seeds. Look. Sorry. Okay, they planted the seeds in the 1950s. That seems about right. When you look around at New Mexico culture, they're fascinated by retro stuff from the 1940s and 50s, and guys wear zoot suits, and they have vintage cars, and you know they like diners and all that kind of stuff. And the women dress like Betty Boop and who's that? Rosie the Riveter, you know, with the red hang. I even took a picture myself as Rosie the Riveter. It's on the front cover of one of my videos. I think it's called We Can Woo It. We Can Woo It. Check me out. I'm like I look like a gang queen pin. Okay. All right. What's this message about? Please. Somebody's a gang queen pin in New Mexico. I guess because that's what came to mind. Yeah. Okay. They were red and blue because they wear a blue shirt and a red scarf. All right. Whoa. Okay. So the message is your money has dried up, and you're not going to run these schemes anymore that make people go around in circles. Okay. This is a King of Cups that got this message. It's very thirsty, I guess. Very thirsty King of Cups. He doesn't look very happy either. This could be the same guy. Look. Is this the same guy? I mean, there's not a mustache on that one guy on the message card, but he doesn't look he doesn't look very happy. Okay. And what's this other card? Oh yeah, look. 5 of Cups. So yes. Okay, so resources are being removed from these people that are these thirsty energy harvester people that are down here in this state. Okay. Well, they run these crime empires and stuff and rings, and they're all over the state. Okay, and they've been allowed to run wild because people in positions of authority are profiting from it. Okay. What about this freedom card? Well, see, this is what our ET friends said. You can't do that to the people of New Mexico. They're not there for you to prey on. You took an oath to be their public servant, not like trick them in schemes to steal their money. What the hell is wrong with you people? That's what these people said when they sent this message. Okay. All right. What else? What about this freedom message and these ETs that are trying to help? Oh wow, a bunch of cards came out again. Okay, so these came out sideways. This is this is the 9 of Pentacles. They're saying that you're saying to people that they're independent, but they're really not. They're really not yet independent because you won't leave them alone. Okay. And this fell on this, what we need is, the key is women's energy. So we have here also the Queen of Wands, Queen of Chiles in this deck, but it's the Queen of Wands, really. Perhaps it's the energy of women with dark complexions that we need. I don't know. Native women? Possibly. We do have a Native woman at the federal level, Deb Haaland, who's going to be running for governor, I think. She's currently the Secretary of the Interior, I think. I think that's her title. Excuse me if I get it wrong, but she's a very lovely female elder that deserves a lot of respect. Maybe that's her. This is Deb Haaland I just got, okay? Yeah, we still don't have full female leadership here that's effective and true and good. So this is, maybe she might be our next governor, is what I just got. We also have the Page of Cups. That's Billy the Kid, in case you don't know. He was kind of a character in New Mexico history. Yeah, currently I'm getting, this is a page energy of cups, so it's an overly emotional, like a teenage boy energy almost, like kind of running wild. And sure enough, that's what's going on. Some of the crime wave is being done by kids. I mentioned our agency of child and youth services. that somebody wants it to go into receivership because it's failing, okay? So, and so these kids are just kind of running wild like Billy the Kid. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Truth is come through, Spirit. This is truth coming through. All right. Now, I'm going to go to my New Mexico deck, which is always, it's kind of like, uh-oh, run the sirens, trigger warnings and stuff. This deck is hot. This deck spins the block, only it spins the state. Look out. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out. I haven't had this thing out for a while. Oh, in case you wondered, I had to relocate. I relocated. So we're now in our new habitat, shall we call it? It took everything we had to get over here, and then once we got over here, more drama broke out. So we're still kind of fighting for our life over here. Not really, but I don't know. I don't know what is things are just weird as usual. But look at all this loveliness and beauty that I have here at my new place, including these are from my garden. Let me look at. I found this when I moved in. It's like a little tiny gate that was outside, and these flowers are from my garden. I wish you could smell them. They smell so good. They even they kind of have like a under smell, if there is such a thing, of apples or something. They smell so wonderful. I'm so grateful. Okay, so I even have this wonderful blessing that that fell into my lap. It came with rose bushes. You know how Pearle Snapp feels about roses. If you're a follower of this channel, God gifted me with a home that has roses. Okay, it's an old home, but I'm trying to make the best of it. All right. So we have here a new commitment to fighting crime in our state with new law enforcement coming in, possibly the National Guard. What about that, please? All right. Okay. Among them are some fearless spiritual warriors. These people are lit up by the purple flame, okay? These spiritual warriors that are coming in here. I'm getting that a lot of these are just regular citizens. These spiritual warriors that are waking up. Okay, they're waking up and feeling a new commitment to waking up. All right, and also came out As by Stevie Wonder, so either someone's listening to that, or maybe if you listen to that, it would inspire you. As by Stevie Wonder. Okay. So I think As is about stuff like, kind of like forever energy, like always and forever energy I'm getting. So these are people that are very, very committed no matter what. These are fearless spiritual warriors that are waking up in New Mexico. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Well, did you see that shoot out of there? The key is female energy here, but it's all about this. A lot of what's going on here is about this. Okay. And then, okay, they're doing this to people here too. But this came out in reverse, so this has been stopped, I guess. I kind of don't want to say these things out loud because I'm going to finally post something. It's been a while. And I don't want to mess up my chances of getting it up there. For a while, I couldn't post anything. Every video I had wouldn't upload, and I got this message in red type. We cannot upload this. Okay, ankle biters, soul connection, ankle biters. It is about blood, okay? It's about kids. It might be about biological or fair. It might be. Gosh, I think this came out to go with this. Okay. This is what's been going on here. And so, you know, it's a big industry. It's a big industry around here. What else? Let me just open this deck. Okay, somebody is upright. So that's these fearless spiritual warriors that are waking up all over the state. I'm going to put that over there. And then we have somebody's a real survivor. They outthunk, outlasted, and outsmarted everybody. Survivor. Okay, so that might be you, collective. Yeah, I'm getting, you're a member of this group here. That you, okay, you belong to this group. This actually might be you here. This might be you too. You're really weird. Collective, you know what, collective? You're kind of weird. Okay, oops, I shouldn't show that, but because it has more than one of those things you're not even supposed to show. But you're weird, okay? Collective, you're weird. But you came to shut down this ridiculous Billy the Kid juvenile energy. Okay, so get out the way, sonny boy. Walker, Texas Ranger is here. We've got some Walker, Texas Ranger energy here. And what it is okay, Walker, Texas Ranger energy. This is one of these fearless spiritual warriors. That's apparently it's an older person. This might be you. This might be my reading, actually. It might be you, though, collective. It could be you, too. Maybe you're older, okay? You might be, like me, you might be over 60. Some of these people are over 60, okay? These chariot, fearless spiritual warriors, Walker, Texas Ranger people are over 60. And they want to see this kind of stuff, they want to see this ended. They're shocked that it's going on here. All right, okay. What can you tell us about this soul connection with our ET friends? Are they in the background somewhere? What is going on with them? Are they really our friends, or are they not our friends? Okay. Well, they came down to tell us to shape up or ship out. We know that. Or they sent weirdos among us to this is the Nine of Pentacles, though. This is someone who's a weirdo, but they're self-sufficient. So I'm getting, they might be a problem for the establishment. This guy that's thought he was the badass sheriff in town, this guy, he's now been informed that that's all over, okay, and he doesn't know what to do. He's juggling now. All right, so, okay, so what is this soul connection, please? Haters. Haters. Yeah, I just asked a minute ago, are these friends or not? Okay, these are haters. These ETs that came here in the 50s, okay, look at what was behind that. Return to sender times 20,000. Okay, well, at least I don't use octillions, man. Some people throw those around like they're candy, man. Ooh. Okay, I don't want to get on her bad side. This is, remember I said they came here in the 50s to New Mexico. They planted the seeds then, right? With their, at Roswell or whatever, when they crashed. These are haters. They're human haters, okay? These are human haters. Oh, so some other ETs that are not human haters came to tell these other ETs to knock it off. That's what happened. And they returned them to sender. They said, we're going to return your crap to sender, to you, and you're out of here. Okay, so New Mexico certainly is. This card came out. And this was my joke about how, yeah, it's just like Mexico here, you know. So there's a lot of this kind of energy. This is narco terrorist energy. Okay, this kind of violent, I don't know, overly emotional, combined with witchcraft and black magic, gang kind of violence. That's what's going on here, just like it is down there. Hello. New Mexico certainly is. This is who they told to knock it off. This is who got the message. These people, okay, they do ugly experiments here. A lot of Americans didn't know this kind of stuff is going on in certain states, but apparently it has been for a while now. These ugly experiments are being defunded because this was in reverse. Okay, this stuff was on fleek, but not anymore. It was just on blast, these experiments and all this. And people were in here being used as entertainment. They've been trafficked into here to be put in on video feed and sold in the black market, stuff like that. It's terrible. Okay, so all that is all over. Okay, all right, so that's some pretty good messages there about New Mexico. Let's end with some more spiritual messages out of this shaman oracle. I just love this. And let's see if we can get anything out of here that's good. Okay. You're gonna get out of here, please. So I think we pretty much determined here that we have aliens in the background. We have a hybrid mix in here living in the state. We have trafficking going on that they run. You know, it's being stopped by not just police, but National Guard and regular citizens and fearless spiritual warriors. The seeds were planted for all this way back in the 1950s. These aliens that came here don't like humans very much. Somebody is a survivor, okay, and a weirdo, okay, who came to end this stuff. Let me just hang on. I want to cover up the bad parts, but not bad, but the forbidden parts, the taboo parts. This person's a fearless spiritual warrior too. And I'm almost getting an energy, almost like Kali, you know, in India, the Indian goddess of death and stuff. I'm getting a Kali energy. Someone is a Kali energy who, these were in this last column here. So I think this person who's a phoenix, fiery phoenix energy here, the fiery phoenix freedom energy here. This survivor, that's who this survivor is. It's this Kali person. Okay. All right. So Kali brings the ego death to everybody. So I'm getting that's that feminine energy that's really, really, really potent. That's that Queen of Wands energy. That's what's turning the wheel here, you know. The key. That's what's turning the wheel. That's what the key is here. It's this Kali type of energy of women being, I'm getting righteous indignation, okay, against this jackassery that's been going on. Because this is like a jackass crime wave that's been allowed to run wild, okay? All right, so I just got, okay, yeah, remember I said it was on fleek for a while. It isn't anymore, okay. All right, they were haters. What? Okay, final messages, please. Final messages. I'm just going to let them just get a few, not for each column, just a few. Middle world. It was sideways. So, yeah, see, look at this. This area is a dome. We're under a dome here, where they were doing ugly experiments on people. Middle world. Yeah, it was sideways. It's neither here nor there. It's not a normal world here. This is what the Matrix is. They had a number of domes everywhere, and they were getting more and more domes or something, or else everywhere was a dome and we didn't know it, or something like that. Ooh, okay, middle world. We've been in the middle world, and this was sideways, so we're still not out of there. 6 and 3, this is number 36. I don't know if you can see that. 6 and 3 is 9, so 9 is almost to the end. So you see, we have the death, we came to end this and all that. So maybe we're almost done with this phase of things, because people are finally starting to wake up. All right, we got 2 more messages out. Yeah, lightning. This is kind of like the Tower card in this deck, I think, where you have something's hitting storms. Storms are indeed hitting all over the place right now. Tornadoes and stuff. So we're in some kind of stormy weather right now. We're in a season of stormy weather, I'm getting. Okay. Okay. All right, and we have one last card face down. What is this? The Child. Yeah, there's too much of an imbalance going on. The universe can no longer tolerate this imbalance of energy where there was too much profit and cynical use of children going on for profit. The universe can't balance the suffering with the profit making anymore, and something's breaking. Okay, something's got to give when that happens. That's the lightning. That's this lightning card. So we are having a tower here in New Mexico. That's what this reading is about. We're having a tower against these ugly experiments and these hating ETs that came here in the 50s and then they started making these agreements and exploiting people and all that. And it's gotten out of control. It's completely out of control here. Until they had a whole industry going on in this state where they're trafficking people and kidnapping people. And I mean, there's a joke here where it's, you know, all the license plates here say Land of Enchantment, but the big joke is, this is called the Land of Entrapment. All the people that get caught here and stuck here, a lot of people, I'm one of them. Okay, let's, except now things are a little better for me because at last I'm in a private residence. So I'm not in the low-income housing where they can look up my ass with a flashlight anytime they want, break into my place and steal things from me and poison me, you know, dust fentanyl on my food or whatever the hell they were doing. They can't do that stuff to me anymore. Okay? All right. Thank God. Let me just count my blessings. I don't want to sound ungrateful. All right. But New Mexico's in a tower right now, and I'm grateful I got out of there. It may have been just in time. I don't know. All right, we'll get a couple more of these. Then that's the truth. Did you see that flip over? All right, this reading is certified. All true. All right, I think we'll end it there. Thank you for joining. I hope to see, or maybe they're already here, our new federal law enforcement down here. This might be them. Yeehaw! Booyah! Okay, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. That was a weak snap. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join the Snap Tribe.